So this is how to not spend $300 on a crash bar that fits your intercooler. So basically all that I did was initially I put mounting holes that fit my intercooler. This bottom plate right here is actually what the bottom of the crossbar was right here. So I took and I used gravity to hang a tape measure essentially to get a straight line and then I drew that on this side and I drew it on this side, and I could see that the distance on my intercooler basically from here to here was about 2.5 inches. So I went ahead and cut it 3. So you just draw a line. I basically drew a line right here as the corner had rounded, and then I drew a line 3 inches away from that, and then I cut this piece out and I cut the back side as straight as I could get. Now there's a couple of crossbars inside of here, but they're really not a big deal as long as you just be delicate with where you choose to cut. 3 inches was perfect where I avoided having to ruin anything. I wanted to keep this intact. Basically, if you come right up to these holes, you can see I got pretty close, but essentially I kept it the whole way through. So anyways, you just get these holes to match your intercooler, then you take this floor and you drop it down. And then once I dropped it down, there was still some clearance issues with piping and it was scratching the intercooler and whatnot. So initially I had tried to save a vertical support. There was like a mounting right here and right here. So instead what I opted to do was cut an angle cut from right here up to the corner, and then but it's a straight line right to this corner. So it's a direct angle, and then it's mounted to right here, so it's still structurally intact. And then this bracket, which used to have some kind of a mounting right here, I went ahead and just cut that at an angle to meet up with the back. So it ended up coming out really clean, and it took me, I don't know, a couple hours total. This is just basically essentially how you would do like a mini truck. If you ever built a mini truck, this is how you do a body drop. You just essentially cut out the bottom floor and then you measure how much you're going to go down, and you remove that sidewall and everything. Basically, I was able to keep all of this curvature intact. So then as long as you take a little bit of time and make sure and grind this down so that, you know, your gap's a manageable gap. Like some of these are a little bit ugly, but I mean, I haven't welded in quite a while and I didn't really spend all that much time on the fitment. I mean, I had gaps about this down to, you know, touching. There was most places I tried to get it real close, but you know what I mean? Nobody's ever going to see any of this stuff. So if you have a welder, or if you can rent a welder for like $30, this, I don't know, it's better than spending $300 to me. So anyways, that's how I did this. Hope you enjoy that.